Hello and welcome everybody to Mullet Arena. We got D1 Club Hockey here, and my name is Kai Tanagabas. Joined alongside me is my good friend and first time broadcasting hockey. This is going to be a fun one. Jaden, are you excited?
I am excited. Hockey's one of those sports where sometimes I think of it and I'm like, oh, maybe it's not that cool. No, I was preparing all week for this. I'm excited. Hockey looks like a very interesting sport. I'm glad to be here tonight joining you.
Agreed. Both these teams, great competitors, especially right now with GCU being ranked as highly as they are, and ASU hockey that's been prevailing all year, not just at the D1 level, but the actual varsity level, the D2, D3, the women's, every type of hockey team for this ASU squad has been amazing this year, and D1, of course, is no different. And we get ready to kick things off here in Mullet Arena, which is good for us. We thought we were in the Iceplex originally before getting here.
We're in the big leagues now. The club team getting moved up into the official Mullet rink tonight. Exciting stuff happening here.
Agreed. Used to be the home of the Arizona Coyotes. No longer they are with us. So, unfortunately, they are now the Utah Mammoths. But who knows? Maybe they make their way back to Mullet Arena. Hopefully not actually back to Mullet, but just Arizona in general, because we all know how big that fan base is.
We can dream.
We get ready here for the anthem and starting lineups at Mullet Arena. We'll be right back with more here on Blaze Radio Online. And welcome back to more action here on Blaze Radio. And this is going to be a fun one. Jaden, what are some of the key players we're going to have to look for heading into this game?
Well, one of the top players for ASU tonight that we're going to be seeing a lot of, Jake King, coming out of Toronto, 5 2 and 7 so far. He's been phenomenal scoring for the Sun Devils, and he's going to be a major part of their offense.
Agreed. These are two tough teams, two great teams, too, when it comes to their front lines. Both these squads are going to be battling out with their starters for the majority of this one. I doubt we actually see a lot of that third line coming in for ASU. However, you never know how the game's going to get played out. There's a lot of action in Mullet Arena tonight for D1 Men's Club Hockey, and this is amazing. I absolutely love this. We get ready for puck drop here in just a second, and here it goes. Now hashing back out to number 28 on the far side of the boards. Puck moving forward. Still for scrum down in the middle part. Now moving forward into GCU territory. ASU puck back. Trying to move this one forward. GCU's defense keeping things controlled right now. ASU not trying to get too personal. Here's a slap shot. Good block. Nice wrister there from GCU's number 2. I believe that was Grade Trishler. Puck blown away at GCU's end. GCU recovers. Moving back forward with it. Trying to keep it in their own end for a little. A little bit of a miscue of the pass. GCU recovers. ASU trying to stay on the counter. Goes back over to ASU's side. Back on the far end of the boards, ASU fighting for it. Both teams doing a good job to battle and move the puck forward. ASU now on a 1v1 opportunity. Here's a shot, and just missed outside of the sticks. That one will go back into the crowd. And GCU, this is a strong core. This is a very strong front line for GCU. One of their main players, too, Keegan Gilmore, who's one of the forwards, 5'10", 175 pounds, shoots from his right side, and from Grafton, Massachusetts. He's going to be a guy to watch out for as well on that front line for GCU. Here's a face-off now at the near side circle. ASU wins it, can't get it back away. ASU trying to move it forward, try to get something going behind the goalie line, didn't work. This one getting moved around now. ASU's in control, has an opportunity. Wrister, not good. Good block by GCU's goalkeeper. GCU trying to move this forward. 2-on-2 counter opportunity for GCU. Deflected back away to ASU's own side. Trying to move it forward and get it out of their own zone. Scrum, GCU wins. GCU trying to pass it across the middle. Can't find anybody. Wrister deflected off the leg. Number 15 for ASU. GCU recovers. Handling it now is Leadon. Leadon with a shot. Blocked again off another ASU defenseman. ASU is trying to keep it at their own face-off circle, this time behind the goal line. ASU moves forward with it now. They keep control towards the middle. This one will roll all the way back to the goal line for GCU. They'll deflect this one away. Keep it on the near side of the board. Here's Trenton. Trenton can't handle it. This one gets away from him. ASU now in control, keeping this one going forward. ASU deflects this one back. Trying to move it back forward. Deflected. GCU intercepted. Almost an offside. GCU now trying to move behind the goalkeeper net. GCU still battling for it behind the line, and ASU gets it back in control after a solid hit there by GCU's defenseman. GCU trying to keep it in their back zone and deflected off the pads of ASU's goalkeeper. ASU trying to keep moving this one forward. GCU fighting for it now. ASU trying to keep control and move it back. This one deflected off the far end boards. ASU's lineman trying to make it forward. Got to be careful here, too. Both teams trying not to make an offsides. GCU will take it right back. Have possession once again. GCU's defensive time has been great. Another deflection. This one way over the head of the goalkeeper. GCU still in control. Here's a little flick pass for Knott. ASU trying to recover it. Bounces off a few people. Hansen can't get it. ASU will take this one back from their goal line. 3 left, 2 right. ASU just trying to move it forward and get it out of their own zone. They do. Fight towards the back of the goal line. ASU has control of it, and GCU takes it right back. Trying to handle it. GCU still at the midline. Moving forward with it. 2-on-4 opportunity. Gives this one away to ASU, and that could have been bad. Almost a huge counter for ASU as 3 linemen try to move this one forward. In control at the midline. Trying to move it back. GCU hit hard by Chadwick on the near side of the board. And there's that physicality you love to see from ASU right there early on. There's a little flip across the midline. This one goes back to GCU territory. Handling it is Church. Church can't get it. Here's the shot way over the head of the goalkeeper for ASU. And a line change almost adds to the GCU confusion. but it's for naught. This one deflected. Another hard hit on the right side by Chadwick. Still a fight for it on the near side board. ASU trying to handle it again and get the time of possession back in their favor. And Jaden, ASU needs to change up this momentum right now. They're allowing way too much time in their own zone. Surely something's bound to go wrong.
Yeah, we're nearly 5 minutes into the first period, and it feels like the Antelopes have been on the Sun Devils' side of the rink for those entire 5 minutes. ASU has not seen a lot of looks in the offensive part of the rink.
Agreed. GCU moving it forward now with Jack Amons. Amons can't get anything going for him. ASU going to try to take this one back. Handling it at the midline, poked away, and getting this one away just in time is ASU's number 89. Chadwick on the far side board trying to handle it. ASU on a 2-on-3 matchup trying to get control of the puck back in GCU territory. This one deflected. Good pass back. Chase handles it. Passes it out. Wrister shot. This one gets deflected back into the netting.
A big swing there. ASU at least taking some attempts. You know, that one definitely way too high, but it's an attempt that they're going to be gladly taking. They just need more tries down there on the offensive zone, and to get an attack like that right there, it's a start that hopefully can get the ball rolling.
Agreed. ASU trying to get this back in GCU territory. Don't want too many things to go wrong early on, especially when you are trying to have to battle in your own side of the ice. That's never a good way to start out a game. ASU now trying to keep possession of it, this time across the far side board. GCU now moving back forward, 2-on-2 opportunity, but this one goes behind the goal line. ASU handling it now, trying to move it back up. They will. Good pass across the center ice. In control of it is number 24 for ASU. That's going to be none other than Jake Lipani. Lipani gives this one back away to number 2 for the Lopes. That's none other than defensive man Kyler Sun. GCU now on the near side, trying to center this out. And a good line change for ASU, works for an ASU counter. ASU now still continuing to move it forward. And they do. So this one is going to be an icing on GCU. They'll bring this back to the side face-off circle. ASU so far done a great job winning face-offs. You think they're going to continue the streak, or you think GCU needs to beat them in the face-off circle to get going?
Well, given that ASU just won another one, I think they're going to keep that momentum rolling, and they've done a great job of keeping the puck outside, especially since we saw some substitutions. ASU's been a lot more aggressive.
Agreed, and a huge hit there from ASU's number 2. That's Connor Squarey. ASU now fighting for it on the near side board. GCU gets it back out. They're now at their own face-off circle. GCU moves this one forward. And a huge hit there. And ASU's laying the boom. I believe that was number 8, Anthony White for ASU, coming up with a huge hit there. ASU still fighting for it on the far side board. Moving forward now is GCU. One-on-one opportunity. Tried to go with the backhand. Didn't work out. Good stick poke by ASU. Looks like we'll have a hooking call there too. And I believe that one's going to be on ASU. So power play opportunity in the wings for GCU.
And that's the first penalty we've seen so far tonight on ASU's number 91, Matt Keeler.
So now GCU with a big opportunity to score. 13 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the first period of play. And so far, GCU's done a great job at keeping the puck in ASU's territory. And here's another face-off win from ASU. They'll try to clear this one and make sure that GCU doesn't get a chance to score. This one going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper for GCU. Stop it before the goal line and the icing call. So GCU now has a chance to move back forward. GCU doing a good job at trying to center. GCU now trying to go behind the goal line. Trying to move it right back. Now it's center ice on ASU's own territory. There's Hunzy. ASU passing this one around. GCU now trying to take control with the power play. Here it's good! And a huge shot from about 30 feet out. That's number 8 for GCU. And I believe that was Lendon who shot that one in. That was Evan Lendon, the freshman from Illinois, pulling up with the shot from center ice. GCU goes up quickly with the power play, and through the first 8 minutes, GCU goes up 1-0.
And that's Ledden's 5th goal of the season. He continues to climb the ladder for GCU. Big opportunity to score on the power play, and they take a lead early, only 12:30 left in the first.
Agreed, and finally a face-off opportunity that looked like it was going to get won by GCU, but it did not. ASU now back to full strength. And GCU controlling this one in their own half. And that power play's got to get them pumped up. ASU trying to move forward with it again. Here's another deflection on the near side board. GCU takes it right back. It's a 3-on-2 opportunity on the left side. ASU defenders come in. This one ricocheting around, and that'll go back to GCU territory. Handling it now is Grand Canyon's number 2. That's Gabe Trichter. GCU moving this one back up on the near end. Handling it's number 17. That's Owen Hansen. Hansen now on the left side. Shoots, fires. Good block there.
And that was great positioning.
And that was a great job by Nate Glenn on the save for ASU, keeping it at a 1-0 puck game.
Yeah, he saw that coming, positioned himself very well, and they just got wide, and there was not a chance GCU was getting that in when he was reading that offense so well.
Agreed. And I like the play that GCU has had up to this point, where even though some of the shots haven't exactly been on goal, it's been enough to add some pressure to the ASU defensive men. And also, while there's a scrum going on in the back now, I'm pretty sure we just found Waldo, who's to the right of us, which I was not ready for.
You're not wrong.
I'm pretty sure I found Waldo in the World Series, and I guess he's here tonight. So glad to see that Waldo's in the building.
Everyone's out.
Exactly. Everyone's showing out for D1 ASU and men's hockey here at Mullet Arena. Scrum still in the goal line here. GCU finally gets it right back. Looks like we'll have another penalty upcoming. And I believe that's going to be a high stick call on GCU. And that was on GCU's number 24. I believe that's Colby Jaquette now. So ASU with an opportunity to score of their own in a power play scenario.
Yeah. Jaquette, the junior out of Winnipeg, is going to put GCU on the penalty kill, and we'll see if ASU can respond on their first power play of the game with 11:13 left in the first.
Agreed. 11:13, like you said, on the clock. ASU now trying to keep possession. This time a deflection and a high one at that. That was a pop-up there for ASU. ASU trying to get this one right back. GCU deflects. ASU keeps it on the far end of the boards. Here's an opportunity for ASU. Rister on the left side for not. Bad passing between some of the ASU linemen. And this puck's going to go all the way back to ASU's net. ASU will take it right back. So ASU trying to stay in control. Now handling it now is number 89 for ASU. Still trying to keep good possession and keep this puck in GCU territory. ASU needing a shot off, and GCU deflects it right back to ASU's own territory. Here's a one-on-one. Good chase there by number 6 for GCU. That's Braden Hudsby. Came in. Quick line change here from both sides. ASU now trying to be on the attack with 1 minute left in the power play. 10 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. 10's all over the place. ASU now trying to keep possession still on the near side of the boards in the scrum. ASU flicking this one back to their own side. Handle this right at the neutral zone. And ASU trying to get a shot off. Here's a wrister. Good save. And that was a beautiful save from Jacob de Morinville. ASU with control. Here's a deflection almost through the 5-hole. And that would have been a double doink. ASU now trying to get the puck back. Little flick over, and this will go back to ASU's net line. 20 seconds left on the power play. Got to see if ASU can get off one more shot. ASU now still moving forward with it, and this one deflected once again behind the net line. Goalkeeper will take it. ASU still fighting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That'll be the end of the power play. ASU and GCU still at full strength. This one deflected. ASU now squandered power opportunity from the great defense that's the Antelopes. ASU now takes puck back. So 5-on-5 now instead of the 5-on-4 that we saw for the last 2 minutes. And this one deflected away. ASU trying to go for it. Here's a one-on-one opportunity. ASU shoots and off the mask. Great block there. That was another good one from Jacob de Morinville. ASU gets it right back at their neutral zone. Trying to pass this one forward off the near end board, and a huge hit from number 7 for ASU. That's Arthur DeVelleris. Apologies. GCU now still behind ASU's goal line. And with 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first period of play, ASU just trying to make sure they get out of this period in a tie game. Puck deflected back. GCU still in control. And a fake. And that was a beautiful juke right there. I mean, he was on skates, quite literally, for that one. GCU and ASU still fighting on the near side. Husby gives this one away. This one deflected off 25 for ASU, but they take it right back. ASU moving forward, 17 with a long wrister from the neutral zone. That'll be an easy block. GCU trying to move back forward. Here's Husby again on the near side, kind of just gives this one away. ASU with the line shift at the wrong time. So GCU will still handle it on the near side of the boards, passing it right back and trying to get it back out to center. 2-on-3, a fast break opportunity for Knott as GCU gives this one away. Line change at the worst time for GCU, but ASU can't make the most of it.
Yeah, they were trying to make that pass right at the center circle, and they just weren't communicating well. They pass it well behind the other Sun Devil.
And if that works, that's a highlight reel of a play. And that was
keyword if.
If it works. ASU now still trying to get back in control of the puck. Catch 2 linemen offsides. ASU trying to move it back forward. And a stick poke by Thomas. So GCU back in control. And here's a one-on-one fast break opportunity that got squandered. ASU and GCU still pretending to fight for it as it gets poked away on someone's skate. ASU back in control, is trying to center it back at center ice. Poked away once again. And this has been a very rough time for ASU's offense up to this point.
We see just a big flick down rink there, but I mean, that's been the majority of the offense is just big shots.
Speaking of big shots, that's a big one right there from ASU's own number 2. I believe that was Connor Squarey with a huge hit. And here's a one-on-one opportunity. Flicked away, but a late penalty called is what it sounds like. We'll see who that one's on in just a second, or if that'll be ruled as an icing.
Still waiting. Nobody heading over to the penalty box, so.
Looks like it was a neutral zone infraction, so they'll take this one at center ice. Now moving back forward with it is ASU, winning another faceoff. And you'd think with ASU's possession in the faceoff circle, it'd be working out for them a little more, but up to this point, it's been for naught, as GCU's defense has been locked down.
Absolutely locked down. The Sun Devils have had nowhere to go. GCU on top of it on defense.
Here's ASU on a 2-on-2 opportunity. This will get flicked back to the neutral zone. And 5 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in the first period of play. Here's Husby who gives it away. ASU, good stick poke. And another huge hit on the near side. It's ASU's number 27. That was Keaston Tonis with the huge hit on the near side board. ASU, again, still not done a great job at really moving this one forward to GCU's own side. I mean, they've spent a lot of time in their back zone, and that's been really rough for ASU up to this point as the offense just hasn't really got going.
Just attribute that to great GCU defense. The Sun Devils are certainly trying. We talk about the face-offs, and ASU's dominating there, but they just can't convert that into getting into that offensive zone.
Agreed. ASU now still not making the most out of their opportunities, but we'll still see. There's still a lot of time left to go in this one. However, 4 minutes remaining in the left of this period. And here's a good poke away by the goalkeeper for ASU. This one poked back away on the far side of the boards. GCU still staying in control. GCU now still at their own face-off circle. Here's a huge shot and deflected. And flex off a skate. And that is heartbreaking for ASU right there, as that it was a huge opportunity to score. And ASU's defense just wasn't able to find the puck on that one.
4 minutes and just about 15 seconds left in the first period, and the Sun Devils still searching for answers.
And a quick offsides call as I believe that was number 26 who dropped the puck back for ASU. Apologies, 28. That's Kelton Chadwick who dropped the puck back in the other opposing zone. So that'll bring up an offside and a face-off opportunity here.
Interested to see if GCU can win a big one now on the offensive side. We know it's been all Sun Devils, as we keep saying, so a big chance here to potentially go up 2-0.
Agreed. GCU, too, been trying to take slap shots out of the face-off circle. Hasn't worked out to this point, and it doesn't work out there. And here's another huge shot just over the head of ASU's goalkeeper. ASU and GCU both fighting on the near side once again. ASU pokes away. Now moving up forward. Here's a one-on-one opportunity. Now making a 2-on-2 opportunity. Centered, cut, deflection, almost through the 5-hole, and doesn't get it. And that was about as close as you could get on that one right there, as that is a huge missed opportunity for ASU. The pass was there, the shot just was not.
Yeah, that one hurts. Right inside the blue. And, I mean, great job from the goalie keeping it there because he was getting whacked, trying to keep an eye on the puck as well. GCU keeps ASU scoreless with 3:52 in the first.
Great. GCU's defense stepped up in a big way and in many different types of ways. This defense has done a great job at making sure they keep the puck out of their own zone, but really the faceoffs have just came from way of ASU, and that'll be continuing. So face-off opportunity on its way, and maybe we'll have a quick trainer intermission. As it doesn't look like anybody's hurt, it just looks more or less the trainer has officially showed up. So welcome to the game. There's 3 minutes and 52 seconds left on the clock in the first period. Face-off here on the far end circle for ASU and GCU. So here's another huge opportunity for ASU to keep it in their own zone, and this time GCU wins the face-off. However, ASU keeps it on its own side. And ASU trying to move the puck forward and get a shot on goal here before the end of the first period. Still 4 minutes to go. Still a lot of time left for ASU to do something. And a missed flick opportunity. Here's a one-on-one fast break opportunity for GCU. They move this one back. Defensive men come in. Good block there. Another slap shot. Another good block. 3 blocks. 4 blocks. And a great job from ASU's goalkeeper. I believe that was Nate Glenn pulling up clutch with those shots. It's like Oprah. You get a shot. You get a shot. You get a shot. Another shot opportunity for ASU. Speaking of shots, there it is. Exactly what ASU needed to come through, and a beautiful shot right at the crease ties this game up.
And ASU, great shot made there from Carter Newland, number 97, the 6-foot Sun Devil hometown hero from Gilbert, Arizona, just about 20-ish minutes away from here in Tempe. And ASU ties it up, as you say, with 3:10 left in the first, and that's the fight that they need. Newland hopefully can get that spark ignited.
Agreed. Huge and clutch opportunity for ASU. They came up big, tied this one. It's 1-1, and now with 3 minutes left on the clock, GCU trying to see if they can even the score and get one right back. But ASU trying to play some good defense. And, you know, ASU hasn't had many shots on goal, but that last couple of shots ASU's had, they've worked out in their favor. Deflection. ASU trying to get this one back forward. Fighting near side. Trutcher still fighting for it. ASU can't get this one. And kicked away as it's between skates. This time poked away. So 2-on-2 opportunity here. ASU has another opportunity to score. Good deke move. And it looks like they'll say offsides for ASU, so GCU will take this one around their net and come back to center ice. And here's a shot back into the netting. Almost came up here. I was ready to catch another puck. And I don't know if you heard the story of what happened to me last year, but I actually dodged a puck here at the community iceplex next, struck my computer. So thankfully that was not another scenario.
Wow. Getting the action all up in your face.
Yeah, exactly. It was a rough one. You know, after that I was very scared about my $2,000 computer But thankfully everything
Not
was
yourself,
okay.
just the computer.
I wouldn't have mind, to be honest. I felt like I would have looked like a hockey player then if it came at my face. I wanted to. Oh my goodness! And that was another huge hit from Connor Squarey at center ice.
And he blew up Ricky Nelson for the Lopes on that one.
Yeah, that was a huge hit. It looks like we got some fighting going on the far side. It's number 28 getting into it. That's Ricky Nelson again going up against Connor Square. He wasn't happy about that one at all.
Absolutely not.
And while Connor may say it was necessary, that hit had a lot behind it.
Yeah, that was powerful. I mean, I think that they made the right call, but obviously he's not very happy with it. So ASU will get another chance with a face-off over on GCU's side. And I mean, that's their weak spot right now that ASU needs to take advantage of if they want to win, and that's win these face-offs when they're in the offensive zone.
Agreed. ASU does just that. Here's ASU now handling the puck now at their neutral zone. And a hard shot there from number 28 for ASU. I believe that was going to be Kelton Chadwick coming up with a huge shot from the neutral zone, but for not, good block opportunity there from GCU. So a minute 37 left to go, and ASU trying to handle this one and handle the game. And yeah, that hit from Connor Squarey was enough to make my bones shake. That was a hard one. And here's another shot opportunity and a deflection.
And ASU's aiming for that right side. They want to sneak it in right on the right side of the net. They just keep going a little wide. Sometimes it sneaks in and the goalie's right there, but they're aiming extremely wide right now. They're not trying to go inside.
Agreed. ASU now taking back control in GCU's territory. Trying to get this one out. GCU pokes it away. A minute 20 left on the clock, and another hard hit on the near end board. And ASU, GCU both fighting for it. Goes past the skates. And here's a double hit on the far end board. And poked away. ASU trying to get back in possession. They'll move this one forward back to center ice. GCU has it again on their own zone. So less than a minute left on the clock as it continues to wind down. 55 seconds, 1-1 here in the first period so far after a 3-minute and 49-second goal from ASU. And continuing to move this one forward is GCU. ASU back in control, however. They take it on their own offensive zone. You got to think ASU trying to be a little aggressive here. And almost a huge pass across center ice, and that would have been a one-on-one opportunity for ASU. Here's GCU on the left side. Back pass, shot left, and just missing it is number 10 for GCU. That's Benjamin Oakland.
That was a great pass that Oakland had. That's one of those ones that you kind of have to convert on.
Yeah, Nate Glenn with another huge save opportunity there. 20 seconds left to go. GCU in control in ASU territory. GCU handling it. They're still at their own neutral zone. Far shot. This one wide again. GCU now with 10 seconds trying to get one last shot off before the end of the first period. Here's ASU playing some good defense. 4, 3, 2, and 1. That'll signal an end to the back half of this first period of play. So 1-1, ASU, GCU battling hard. Defense and offense has showed up and showed out. Jaden, what is your analysis from this first half, first period?
Well, GCU was locking down ASU at the start. I mean, it feels like for those first 5 minutes of the game, GCU was just whatever they wanted on offense, they were having. ASU was struggling to respond, and then that first point comes on the power play. It took a while for ASU to tie it up at 1, but it came from what works, and that's when ASU is getting physical down on the offensive front, and we keep seeing them win all of these face-offs, and I could see ASU potentially pulling ahead in the second if GCU can't start winning any. I don't think they won a single face-off.
That is true. GCU, however, had an early goal in the start of this first period of play. They played great defense the whole time. ASU took advantage of goalie opportunities. They did a great job finding the times the goalkeeper was fooled, taking advantage, allowing deflections to work in their favor, and sometimes you got to play a lucky puck. And that worked in ASU's instance now with this 15 intermission online.
And welcome back to Blaze Radio, period number 2. Just a few seconds away from starting here at Mullet Arena in Tempe, Arizona. It's tied up at 1-1. ASU and GCU battling it out here on Sun Devil turf on this Wednesday night, the eve of Halloween. And
Wednesday night.
Yeah, sorry, Thursday night, excuse me. Halloween tomorrow, Friday, the Halloween weekend. A lot of ASU students excited for that, and what better way to lead into that than some Division I club hockey. And you can break it down, Kai. That first period, ASU struggled offensively, especially through those opening minutes, but slowly and then eventually towards the end, they started getting activated.
Yeah, agreed. The ASU offense was really non-existent through the first 15 minutes of the period. That back end, they really were able to push their agenda. They were able to get the puck moving forward, tie it up with 3 minutes left in the first period. GCU got out to a hot start, and that defense is going to be something that you got to look out here for, Jalen.
So puck drop, and ASU wins another faceoff. Take a shot on net. It'll bounce off to the left, and now working along left side. Sun Devils going to the right. Lopes going to the left on the near right side. ASU battling at the wall. Spins around the backside. ASU had a shot in front of the net. Lopes get it out. Now into the neutral zone. They turn it over. Sun Devils just fling it around. A little out of control, but the Sun Devils pushing the Lopes back on their own side. Still moving. A little fight at the net. It'll slide back towards the right side. Now on the near side. Puck slides all the way over to the left side of the rink. ASU has control. They'll flick it towards the center circle. That'll bounce off of a GCU Lope. Moving around, ASU has it. Try to pass it back, and it's intercepted by the Lopes. They're pushing it on the near offensive side. 28 flips it around, still moving. He'll pass it out to 24. That's Colby Jaquette. Had a penalty earlier in the first period. GCU still has it on the near left side. Move it out a little bit more towards the neutral zone before hitting it back down. Now fighting along the back wall. Hit in front of the net. ASU in great defensive positioning. They get it out, and now they're moving towards the neutral zone over on the near right side of the rink. Moving, shot taken, wide left. Bouncing, ASU still has possession. That pass into the wall, trying to ricochet to a teammate. ASU makes the connection as they move back near their own net. That's Carter Newland, number 97, who had it. GCU fighting. ASU has it on the far left corner. Now they're moving back. Going right on the far side. Nobody down there as we see a flick behind the net. GCU gets it out. Battle on the right corner. Moving around. Puck will fly to the far side. Now a chance to take it back down. It's number 9, Jack Thomas. Thomas turns it over. ASU continuing the pressure. That one bounces around. A pass missed from number 20. Chase couldn't make the connection. ASU still has it. They'll flip it back. Out in the point. They'll take a shot. That one bounces. Moving around. Now back into the corner. Sliding around to the far corner. ASU pushing on the right side offensively before it gets away. All the way back. That one flings, and we will see an icing.
Yeah, and you can see that ASU is really trying to apply their pressure here early on. They're kind of switching up the play style, and you got to love to see that, especially when ASU is continuing to move the puck back forward. They're really trying to push that GCU defense back, and that's actually working right now for ASU. You can see that they're not doing a great job really able to move the puck in their own zone, and ASU needs to take advantage of this. You can see they're getting shots off early, and that's exactly what they got to do.
17-20, ASU will win it. Now there's back on offense following the icing behind the net. Trying to take it out, big slam into the wall. Lopes have it as they try to clear the puck out of their defensive zone. Battle on the near corner, ASU takes it. Moving around the backside of the net, trying to swing it around, and they will turn it over. Flip to the near far side, GCU on the attack, it's Ty Markant. Markant gets met by a Sun Devil, and now they're turning it back around, going down quickly. 3-on-4, Sun Devils take a shot. That one bounces and into the glove.
Well, and that was an easy one there, too, for DeMorinville. That was an easy pickup right there off the deflection. But once again, really able the puck forward, really able really doing a great job at applying pressure to this ASU, to this GCU defense, and it's been working in their favor. ASU keeps this going, you're bound to have a goal breakthrough.
ASU trying to fight for the puck still following the drop, and GCU will have theirs. So now they'll push it over on the far side of the rink into the offensive zone, down low, turns over to ASU. GCU pushing past the blue line, that one spins out of control, now it'll bounce around. Evan Ledden has it, loses control. We see 3 Lopes on the near side, that one spins around after a shot, now on the far left corner. Lopes still trying to put together a score, 16-10 on the clock, moving around. Skate back to the blue line. We see the passing triangle. Now in the near left corner. Still moving, so it's spinning back behind the net once again. We see a Sun Devil on the ground, able to get back up. ASU will try to push it in transition. Pass down, and that one. GCU, 3-on-1, that's an easy one. They'll push it back. Thomas Kaner with the puck, passes it towards the point. ASU there to receive it. Now moving down the near right side. Spinning in the corner. 2-on-1 situation. Can ASU get it out of there? Still fighting. GCU will take it eventually. That's number 2, Gabe Trischler. And big contact made. It's all locked up over on the far right side behind the net. ASU comes out on top, trying to escape and get it out of the corner to get an open shot. And we're going to go right back into the wall.
A lot of clamping, too, and pinning back in that far-end corner. Refs in the way of the puck.
Battling around. ASU finally gets it out. It's number 15. And Markant will try and reset things before GCU interrupts his plans and takes over. Now down the near side, passing through the neutral zone. ASU is just going to flip it down, and GCU will get a chance to reset as well. On the near right corner. A chance to move it down the rink. Pushing it. Dishes it out, intercepted by the Sun Devils. It's number 97 once again. That's Newland. Newland flicks, bounces around, finally ends up on GCU's side. Right in front of the net, the Lopes get it out in time.
That was a scary one.
Now moving quickly down the left side, cutting back in. Daniel Savitsky.
And that was Luke Chase who lost his stick too on the other play.
So we'll get an official whistle.
So play will get blown dead. Now another huge opportunity for the Lopes. And you know, this has been a great start to the second period too. And actually, it was this time in the first period, 13-39, where GCU scored its first goal of the game. We'll see if they can do it here again with a face-off in ASU zone.
Over on the far left corner, ASU fighting for control. They'll escape, and now they're going to swing it back behind the net. Using the net as defensive cover, ASU's waiting for some movement. Still behind the net, now moving up to the left side. They had a block, and the offense is going to try and move through the neutral zone at the center circle, now over to the left near side. GCU has it. They're pushing back the other way, going to the left. That one poked out, sliding down, and that should be a routine save. GCU just taps it out. Now they'll move back down the left side.
Quick line change for ASU as well as they bring out their third line, which I mentioned before, was surprised to see that we saw a lot of it in the first period, and it's coming out here too in the second.
Sun Devils lose control on the center circle on GCU's side of the neutral zone. GCU just flicks it down the rink. ASU will respond by doing the same, and Connor Sakari could not maintain control. Lopes have it on the far side, moving. GCU Have it. Now the Sun Devils have it. Now the Sun Devils have it. A lot of back and forths right now. Puck bounces off the board and Lopes have it. Big tackle made. No penalty called.
Connor Squarey again. You know, we talked about his huge hits in the first period. He's doing it again here in the second period. Looks like we'll have a hooking call too on an ASU forward, and that is Connor Squarey who goes into the penalty box. So now a huge opportunity.
Squarey out of Atlantic Beach will head to the penalty box, and now the Lopes will get their second power play.
And as you can hear, most likely the "you can't do that" chants are reigning here in Mullet Arena.
12-12 on the clock.
Getting ready at the face-off again, ASU, GCU. Another big momentum shifter possibly in this one. GCU scored off a power play last time. We'll see if they can keep that percentage at a 100.
Face off on ASU's left side circle. GCU comes out on top. Now moving across into that right circle, bouncing onto the boards, moving around, and that one goes diagonal back onto GCU's side.
Yeah, and that was a great save from Nate Glenn too, being able to get that left glove out.
Moving around on the left side, back crosses through the center circle. ASU still on defense, riding the backside. They'll push the Lopes into each other to get the puck out of there. Back up now on the left side, right in front of the blue line. GCU takes a shot, that one off net.
Yeah, and you could see too, GCU was trying to set up a screen in front of Nate Glenn, and you could tell Glenn wasn't really too thrilled with that one, as for anybody who doesn't know, a goalie loves their personal space, and I'm pretty sure that that was going to be Trishlik for GCU, who was standing in front of him, and he gave him a little love shove to get out of the way on that one. So Nate Glenn and ASU staying alive during this power play.
Another face-off over on ASU's left circle once again. 1:10 left on the power play and 1:22 left in period number 2. Still tied at 1 here at Mullet Arena. GCU has it on the offensive zone. They take a shot. That one bounces again. GCU finally starting to get that offensive momentum going once again. The puck rotates back, and now GCU will start from their side of the neutral zone. That one gets free, and it's going to go back behind the goal line.
Yeah, and that was a huge deflection, too, from Ben Chase, number 39 for the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Working all the way from the net, Lopes will take it down now on the left side. A flick, bounces off the glass into the left corner. ASU has control for a second. They'll send it swinging, and that one's going to take a lap around the track, back over to behind GCU's net. GCU has control. The defensive men down there to grab it. Now moving on the left side, number 21, Tommy Wardus. Wardus makes a move, loses control in the process. And there the puck spins around once again. Back at the blue line, right in front of the neutral zone. GCU trying to line up a shot. We see a pass made over to Evan Leeden. Leeden doesn't get control right away. They're going to reset. They take a shot. That one bounces off. Great save.
And now ASU back at full strength. This is going to be a little bit of a tougher time for GCU, and there's another loose stick on the play too.
Loose stick this time goes for GCU. That's Wardus who lost his, and the Sun Devils are having a similar experience to the start of the first. We have not seen a lot of offensive momentum. Now they'll have a chance moving around the net. It's Tyler Kylie Ram who takes it down, still behind, bounces in front of the net. ASU has it. Now GCU takes it back the other way, so ASU another failed offensive attempt. Another block made. That one bounced right off of ASU in the net, and the lockdown defense happening right in front. Now still fighting over on ASU's left face-off circle. Bounces over to the right side. GCU pushing in transition, and you can feel the defense. Feels like they're almost a little bit out of system. That one bounces now into the neutral zone, still on ASU's side. It'll go farther left. Moving up the right side now, ASU trying to push the attack. It's a 3-on-5. ASU getting ready for defense, and that one flies into the stands.
And that went right to the scoring booth, and hopefully everybody's okay, as that's a free souvenir.
Is that how you felt?
It is how I felt. I was a little more scared because for me it was a line drive. Thankfully, that was just a positor down there too. So I do believe that was another close call. And I feel like I spoke that one into existence just a little bit ago. That might be the announcer's jinx coming in a little bit.
Face-off on the near right circle. GCU comes out on top. They've turned around the face-off game. Now moving across the left side back onto ASU side. Big slam into the wall, now onto the ground. That one's got to hurt for Benjamin Oakland. Number 10 for GCU takes back-to-back hits. Lope still on the attack. They take a shot. That one bounces right. And we see a late push after the play behind the net.
That was Kylie
Sun
Ram.
Devils getting physical.
Kylie Ram came in with a vendetta on that one too. You can see number 29 for the Sun Devils also talking a little bit too. Apologies, 28, that was Colton Chadwick who had his little 2 cents to say, and that'll be a penalty awarded for GCU. So now another power play opportunity, and number 15 for the Sun Devils will go into the box. That was Ty Marchant.
So penalties for both teams.
So what it's looking like, very a little confused, seems to be a little talk going on.
And ASU still waiting for the final say on everything. Kate Olson was waiting, talking to the officials, and we're going to remain with one Lope and one Sun Devil in the penalty box with 8:35 left in period number 2. We're still tied at 1 here at Mullet Arena for this Thursday night Division I club hockey.
It is Halloween Eve. Maybe that's what the Waldo costume is for. Maybe I am very
You know what,
curious
you're
about
on to
that.
something.
Yeah.
But nobody else is in costume.
That is true. I wish we would have showed up in costume. I felt like we could have been referees.
Absolutely not. GCU over on the left side wins the face-off. On the left face-off circle, they'll switch it over to the right side, still in the offensive zone, trying to work behind. They'll bring it right in front of the goal line. Now they'll push back out kind of near the neutral zone. They'll work back and forth. That one lane, and a great block made. Bounces right off the knees.
Nate Glenn doing a great job to cover the 5-hole.
Bounce at the board, moving now. ASU on the attack, one-on-one situation. Moving around, loses control. That one pushed out. And a lucky defensive save keeps ASU from taking the lead. GCU back on the attack. Working around the circle, rotating now into the point. They take a direct on shot. That one just bounced out. Another great save made from Glenn. Glenn has seen a lot of action tonight, especially now that GCU's started to pick it up on offense. ASU, they've been quiet. Now here they go on the right side, moving quickly. Still pushing, it's Hunter Friesian. Oh. That one bounces off, so they take a shot. That one won't go.
Very close opportunity there for ASU. GCU almost was quaking in their skates.
Still moving. Now ASU going back the other way. They'll lose control. Great steal made. Tristan Tabukel takes it over. And now ASU moves it down the right side, a chance to score. They take a shot and a great save made. GCU just lifts up the hand, and more physicality after the play, and it almost looked like he was giving him a hug.
I couldn't tell if it was a hug or a chokehold,
right?
To be quite honest with you. That was number 9, Jack Thomas, giving the little hug to, I believe that was number 15, Ty Marchant, or apologies, that was number 17, Daniel Soloviski, who I don't know if he was too appreciative of the hug.
I don't feel like he very much was. 6:57 left.
And for that, it looks like Thomas will go into the penalty box. So now a 4-on-3 opportunity for the Sun Devils. And the good news is with 23 seconds left in the other penalty box, it'll make it a 5-on-4 opportunity for about another minute and a half. So ASU will have a lot of opportunities here upcoming.
There was a face-off on the right circle on the near side for ASU over on GCU's side. That puck will bounce back over to ASU's side. 15 seconds left on the power play still. A 4-on-3. Moving quickly back into the point. Bounced out. That one snaps. Blocked. So 1 second left, and the power play will continue for 1:30, but ASU will get back one of theirs as well. That shot blocked as well. It's a 5-on-4. ASU still in the offensive zone, resetting, working on the far side, taking it into that left circle, snaps and misses, now on the right side, resetting. ASU just going to work, firing whenever they can. That one again, this time gets blocked in the circle, didn't get near the net. 1 minute left on the power play. Under 6 minutes now in period number 2. ASU on the attack, moving around the right side into the right boards in the corner. That one sneaks out and gets cleared all the way back to ASU's side, wraps its way around.
So about 51 seconds remaining here on the power play for the Sun Devils. There's still a lot of hockey to be played. I mean, there has been a lot that has been going on in this one, between some Halloween costumes, between the few brawls we've seen, and between a nice little hug from Jack Thomas. This has been an exciting one through the first 2 periods so far. 5:48 left on the clock, a minute left for the power play. 5-on-4.
Now the face-off on ASU's left circle. ASU working to the right, Lopes working to the left. ASU has control as they work their way up into the neutral zone on the far side. Gliding down, they'll make some contact with the Lopes. They'll have it over on the right corner. That one trying to cycle its way around the backside. ASU makes the read, keeps it inside the offensive zone. ASU still in control. 5-on-4 for 20 more seconds. All knotted up. All knotted up. ASU on the ground. GCU falls on top. And we will get a whistle.
And that'll be a hooking call once again, and that'll be on another GCU player, I believe. So this will bring up another big opportunity for ASU, as they will be now 5-on-3. So this is a huge chance for ASU to score. Heading to the penalty box is going to be Gabe Trishler after the hooking call, and you just can't do that right there in that scenario. Now ASU has 15 seconds and a 5-on-3 opportunity to put this game in their favor with a 2-1 score. That would open things up drastically.
About 5 minutes and 30 seconds of consecutive players following this added 2 minutes of people in the penalty box for the Lopes, and that's not going to be ideal. 5 seconds left on Jack Thomas. Thomas back into the game, still a minute 40 left for the other Lope. 5-on-4, once again ASU on the offense. Over on the far side in the circle. Now they'll go back behind the net, back out to that far right circle. Now moving back into the point. That one bounces around. Tried to get into the slot, just not quite. Now into the corner. They're going to just sling it across the rink.
And I'm pretty sure that was a field goal at that point with how hard that one was slapped. Yeah, that is going to be a big buzzkill for ASU, especially not being able to make the most of that 5-on-3 opportunity. You saw for a quick second that number 9 for ASU, Jake King, had a wide shot opportunity after breaking through a defender, wasn't able to make the shot go through. It's still 1-1 with 4:30 left.
Another face-off on that left circle on the far side. ASU has the advantage on offense. Moving. That one goes in! ASU takes the lead 2-1. The swing and the make. ASU, big score coming from 89. Matthew Gross from Las Vegas. That's his 7th.
Yeah, and that was a great shot. I mean, you're about 25 feet out from that one. Being able to pull it back in, take the rip, hit top side, bar down. That's a beautiful shot right there. The Sun Devils make the most of it. And once again, for the second period straight, they've scored with under 5 minutes remaining in the period, able to make the most of it on the power play opportunities that they've been given. And now the Sun Devils break through in this one.
And with the amount of time they've had in the power play, you almost have the expectation that they're going to score when you see 3 consecutive penalties for the Lopes. ASU back on the attack following the face-off that went on their side. They're going to fire it down the rink, and now working behind the net, they'll keep it over on the far right corner, now into the close corner. 2-on-1, now we'll see another Sun Devil join the party. It's a fight for the puck. Puck not moving anywhere, still 4 members down in the corner, now along the board, slightly back out into the circle before GCU takes it. Great pass made to sling it out to the opposite side. GCU trying to clear the puck. ASU makes the read. They'll take back over in the neutral zone before we see a pass. ASU not expecting nobody to read it. Now moving, we see a traffic jam. ASU able to get back up, and we'll see it handled. ASU keeps it back in the neutral zone. Now they're going to send it back to the left side. ASU moving to the right, Lopes moving to the left. Behind the boards of the net. ASU pucks it, and right now they're putting that pressure on the Lopes. It felt like earlier in the game ASU was held on defense most of the time. ASU's been holding the Lopes on defense for the past several minutes. ASU back on the attack. Puck moving down the right side into the corner. Moving at the boards, and more pushes. Still in the corner. Lopes have it now. It's Thomas Kaner who's able to move it around. Ricky Nelson.
And this one will go out just on the bench. So ASU doing a great job so far here in this period of play, and you got to hope to see that from them too in the third period. ASU's offense has been red hot this period, done a great job at adding to the pressure, and GCU just hasn't had that answer just yet. So if ASU keeps applying the same momentum, this should go in ASU's favor, and you got to wonder if ASU can keep it going, especially with how tired that front line must be. But still, 2 minutes to go in this second period.
Face-off on ASU's offensive zone. They'll win. It's more of what we saw from them in period number one. Over to the far side, moving around, over to the far side. Battle at the boards. Now slung back cross court. And we will get an icing.
Agreed. And what to you, Jaden, has stuck out as some of the core values that ASU has been sticking to here in the second period?
I feel like they're aggressive, and we've seen a lot of things happen after the play. GCU's been getting physical, and that translates into those 3 penalties that we saw where ASU was able to score on the power play. So they're just playing physical. That's their goal. On the attack now in the corner, and we get a whistle.
And that was number 19, Caden Henriksen, who laid a huge hit on ASU's number 29. Apologies, number 39, Ben Chase, into the side of the net. So they'll have to put the stakes back in and put the net right back on its hinges.
2:16 left in period number 2. ASU now on top, 2-1, following the goal from Matthew Gross.
And I know it stops time, but I always love it when the net gets kicked over, because you can always see that that's the home for the goalkeeper. It's like their home got blown down, and you can see number 30. And
that makes you happy to see.
Well, it's always a little funny seeing DeMorinville stand there like his home.
ASU takes another shot. That one defended. GCU coming up big. Demetrio Cabristri, the goalie for the Lopes right now, as it'll go back to ASU's defensive side, but ASU is going to just try and quickly get it out of there. Working behind the net, using that as a screen of their own. ASU gets into the neutral zone, fires across. ASU still has it, moving around, and just not great real estate to be in. ASU will lose control behind the net. Now bouncing up to the near side. GCU tries to keep going, and he will get thrown into the glass.
That was Ty Marchant, who came up with a huge hit.
He threw Ricky Nelson in, and that's what we talked about, that physicality just a moment ago. GCU on the attack. They'll bounce it into the far corner. ASU has it now, moving their way up through the neutral zone before GCU reads it well, and now they'll push it back. It's a 3-on-4. This one, ASU will just clear. Trying to make the pass over to Connor Square, and Square cannot hold on to it for very long. 50 seconds now in period number 2. GCU moving now quickly, skating back on the left side. They'll make a slip and had a Lope to just pick it up to the left of him. Wraps around, and now ASU moving up the right side, going Square back towards the middle. That one bounces in again. ASU gets their third.
And now it feels like this game is wide open as ASU busts through the door, kicks it down off its hinges, Quite literally, we saw a second ago, and now the Sun Devils are up 3-1. The Sun Devils coming up big with that one. The Sun Devils did a great job applying pressure. We talked about it. This second period has felt a little different than the first, and it has looked different, especially in terms of the scoring. Sun Devils go up 3-1 on a great fast break opportunity.
It just felt like they played the offense so perfectly. The passes were made, and then it was set up right in the slot for an easy goal. 20 seconds left in period number 2 as GCU will take a shot, and we will get a whistle.
Yeah, and the Sun Devils really flipped this one on its script. Of course, there is still a lot of time left for GCU to put themselves back in a spot to win this game. However, for how little scoring we've seen up to this point, it almost seems like this game has already been over.
15 seconds left, period 2. ASU slings it out, moving through the neutral zone. They'll sling it down. That one just poked out into the near corner. 10 seconds left. ASU trying to get one more shot. That one bounces off. Still moving around in danger zone. That one will get slung back down. So that will end period 2. ASU almost had another shot, and they get to work. This time around, they score 2, and they shut out the Lopes in period number 2. And Kai, you were just breaking it down a second ago, but ASU definitely establishing their identity this time around.
Agreed. The Arizona State Sun Devils have came out swinging in this second period. It worked to their favor, and let's not forget this team putting up that last second score, which really blew this game open. 2 goals may not seem like a lot, but right now that is a tall task and a tall mountain to climb for GCU. We'll be back in just 15 minutes with the last period of this battle in the desert.
Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Mullet Arena. It's a fun one here in the desert as there's a battle of cross-desert rivals. Grand Canyon University take on the Arizona State Sun Devils here in Tempe, Arizona on Packer Drive, where the old ASU softball stadium used to be. And there is a lot of more game left to go as we get ready for this third period puck drop. ASU leading 3-1, and this has been great. Jane, what are your thoughts going into this third period? What would you like to see from both of these teams?
Well, for ASU, I'd like to see them keep the pedal to the metal. They were absolutely phenomenal on the offensive zone last period. They did such a great job, and they were able to start winning those faceoffs again. For GCU, I would like to see the way that they shut down ASU on offense at the start of period 1, because I think that's how they can start translating into points.
Agreed. Here's the Sun Devils now with the puck at the neutral zone, back into GCU territory. Lopes will take it back to ASU side. And here's a good glove save by Nate Glenn. That'll ice the puck back at the faceoff zone. And yeah, you couldn't have said it any better. This is a team that was absolutely putting the pedal to the metal when it came to the offensive side of the puck. And that is exactly what ASU wants to try to do again here. You don't want to let up and just play some defense because this GCU offense can get on you quick. Speaking of, here's the GCU offense moving forward. Here's Trilchinson moving across the near end boards. Here's a shot fired almost through the 5-hole. Glenn will ice this one again.
So great defense at the net. The goalies have been absolutely going to work tonight, and ASU's seeing a lot of that action. That's partially why they've limited to the Lopes to only one. They have been phenomenal with the saves.
Agreed. Nate Glenn has looked great out there between the glove saves, making sure he's been covering the 5-hole, which has actually probably been one of the reasons as to why ASU has held the Lopes to this one-score game. And here's ASU now out of the face-off zone with the win. ASU trying to move on the offensive side of the puck. Here's Trilchinson now across the back of the nets. Flick this one forward. ASU trying to get it right back. They almost do. GCU moving it forward once again on the near end of the board. ASU flicking this one back. That's Marchant. Marchant now back to Trilchin. Trilchin now at the center line, and that'll be ruled offsides.
Costly penalty. GCU's just got to dial it in a little bit.
Agreed. GCU's defense, you can tell they're getting a little bit more complacent. This is a team that now is trying to make sure that they're using their offense to their advantage just like they did back in the first period, and they need to break through. And that's the big thing that they're needing right now. They're on the precipice of a win with ASU. However, GCU can still march through. Here's ASU now moving it back to GCU territory. Here's Martinville. This one right back out. Number 16 in control, that's Jake Dolan now. Now ASU handles business. Now 27 for ASU taking it forward. GCU now back to the middle line. Still moving forward, GCU. Puck at the back line, moving it now to the right side. ASU in control. Newland now still in pursuit of the puck. This one ricocheted. GCU still in control in their own zone, trying to move this one forward. This time deflected off a stick. 1-on-2 opportunity right now in ASU's own zone. Handling it is number 16, Jack Dolan. Dolan deflects this one away. ASU trying to get it back out to center ice. They do. 18 minutes left in this game to play. ASU still up 3-1. Here's ASU now with the interception, trying to move up on the left side. And Sieg with the huge hit once again on the near end boards. Here's Carter, he'll take it away. GCU will take it right back, flicked it. ASU and GCU still in hot pursuit at the neutral zone. This one will get passed along the back end of the boards. Handling it now is number 8. That's going to be Evan Lendon, who had a goal and the only goal for GCU up to this point. GCU in the neutral zone, back to their own zone. Good deke there. GCU moving forward. Lopes territory. Now at the neutral zone. Center line. Shot. Fired. Got it to almost go until Nate Glenn was able to make the save.
That was a great job from the Sun Devils, too, to then get it out once the save had been made because GCU was still hot on their tail. ASU able to clear it for the second at least.
Great. Here's the Lopes now back in the neutral zone. Trilchinson along the far end board. Moving this one and handling it is Chadwick. Chadwick dishing back out to his left side along the far end board once again. ASU trying to flick it back out to the neutral zone. GCU doesn't allow it. As almost looks like we'll have a delayed penalty here. Possible hooking.
And that'll send over to the penalty box. That's number 14, Ryan Quast.
So Ryan Quast now in the penalty box. And now a huge opportunity here early on in the third period for the Lopes. They have a huge opportunity here to make this a one-goal game, and we'll see what happens on this faceoff. Here's the shot fired. Great save by Glenn. Here's Thomas now, dishing it back out to the left side. On the near end board. Cuts it back out to the triangle pass zone. Here's a shot. Thomas, good block. Deflected. Thomas passing it right back. Now back at the top of it. Here ASU takes it away. Chadwick with a beautiful deflection down. And a little flick from the goalie zone. Now back out to GCU's neutral zone. This will go. And apologies, a missed opportunity and a miscue. ASU will take the puck right back in GCU territory. They're trying to handle it on GCU's own end. And they can't. Thomas will break away, try to get this one out. And he does. So GCU trying to get it out of their own zone in this penalty play opportunity. Quick line change. GCU trying to move up with it. Here's Hansen. Hansen now cuts back out to the left side. Can't get it across the center ice. GCU still in control of the puck. Now on the far end. Here's Thomas. Thomas close up. Doesn't get it to go. Nate Glenn. This one deflected once again back into GCU's own zone. 45 seconds remaining here on the power play opportunity. And Quast will have to fire out of the penalty box like a rocket in order to make sure to stop this power play. Here's Lendon. Lendon now passing it right back out to the top of the key. Here's Tilkson. Tilkson back out to Lendon. Lendon trying to look for an open shot. He takes it. Glenn with the stop. And a beautiful save again by Nate Glenn. 20 seconds left to go on the power play opportunity as the puck floats all the way down to GCU's territory. Now they're at the goal line. 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Ryan Quast ready to go out the box. GCU trying to get one last shot off before the end of the power play. They'll cut back. And that'll be the end of the power play opportunity. Now back to full strength is the Sun Devils. Here's a shot opportunity from close. Fires. Doesn't get it to go. Nate Glenn trying to make a save at the crease. He does. Beautiful play. Thomas deflects it right back to Chadwick. And looks like we'll have a quick injury timeout as it looks like there's a player down. And I can't quite see who that is.
And that looks to be number 27 for ASU.
Keaton Tojones is the one who's down. And we'll take a quick injury timeout as the trainer will take a look at him real quick. I will be back just after this. So we're back now after the injury timeout. ASU now getting ready for the face-off. And the Sun Devils still lead 3-1. Been a good first 6 minutes of play.
GCU wants to tie or at least get 2 more goals. They've got to start something quick.
Agreed. The offense hasn't really been working for GCU up to this point, but now with the end of the power play, it makes things even harder. GCU and ASU fighting on the near end boards. That was a huge hit again from Connor Squee. GCU handling it though at their own goal line, trying to stay in the back of the goalie crease. GCU now back out to the left side, met with 4 defenders. This one ringed around the Barozzi. Glenn will poke it to the right side. Handling it is GCU. GCU can't control. ASU deflects it out to the far end. Handling it now is number 4, Cade Olsen on the far end. This one will get ricocheted all the way back around. In control of it again is number 2. That's Gabe Trischler. Handling it 17 for ASU. That's Daniel Sawowski. A good line change for GCU. Here's another deflection off Nate Glenn's pads. ASU still trying to move this puck forward. GCU still trying to keep the line changes going to make sure they have their best offensive players out. Huge scrum right now. You got 4 players battling it. ASU will take it away. Sun Devils now on the near end, keeping the energy alive. Newick on the near side, and that'll be ruled an icing. So 13:30 left to go.
A lot less penalties in the first 7-ish minutes compared to period number 2, where we saw GCU have a little over 5.5 minutes of consecutive time in the penalty box. So ASU definitely less in the Lopes' head. We definitely saw a lot more physicality in the second. ASU now playing a little bit safer up 2.
Here's ASU now with another scrum battle on the far end boards. Taking it away is ASU. Here's Newick now moving on the near side. In control of it now is ASU. They try to keep it on GCU's own end. Behind the back of the goalie crease going now is number 24 for ASU. That's Caden Butler. Butler hasn't played a huge role in the offense up to this point, but he's looking to. Slap shot. Good block. ASU adding another shot on goal. Here's Martiner. Martiner deflects it to the left side. Looks like there might be a high stick call. And we do not believe there is. Looks like offsides was called on that last one. Apologies, not upside, not offside. Upside, offside. But that was a neutral zone infraction. So ASU will take the puck right back. Kate Olsen now on the near side, trying to take back control. This one deflected away at center ice, now back to ASU's own zone. ASU now staying behind the goalie crease, will deflect it out to the left. Can't get anything going. Scrum now on the near end boards. Here's Olsen. Olsen back out to Trischler. Trischler can't handle it. Here's a shot. Wide top bar. Oh my. That was a huge opportunity there for GCU. And I believe that was GCU's own number 10. That was Benjamin Oakland with the shot opportunity. And he almost went bar down, but instead he went bar up as he was not able to get that one to go. So now ASU trying to get back in control and move this puck forward. They've done a great job at really applying some solid pressure while still playing some defense with that 2-goal lead. Here's Chadwick, Johnson, and Ben. And here's a hit on his own player, that's Newick. Another great save by Nate Glenn out on the right side. Shot by Thomas, this puck goes into the stands, and that's a free souvenir.
That was great defense there. Got wide and then brought in the knees right at the last second, gets those pads to create that wall, and it bounces straight off into the near corner.
Agreed. It looks like someone got a souvenir now down there. You gotta love it. I had my own a while ago, unfortunately.
A very memorable one.
Very memorable puck. I was very pleased that they let me keep it, actually. So GCU and ASU now battling it out on their own side. Henwick in control. Marchner now moving it forward to the left side. Flicks up. Top bar. It's deflected. ASU with another chance to extend their lead. Here now on the right side is Lendon. Lendon will dish it back out to the near. And a huge hit right there. That was Kane Olsen on the hit. And here is Tom Trilscher. And here is Tom Trilscher. And here is Thomas. Thomas in control, dishing it back out to the right side. That'll be icing. So 11-11 here left to go. Make a wish. And 3-1 is the score as the Sun Devils lead by 2.
And right now, ASU, great positioning for a little over half a period left. They can just keep up the pressure, maybe get a little bit more time in the offensive zone. This should be a great win for the team.
Agreed, and one more goal would most certainly put an end to this one. The Sun Devils still lead by 2. Still a lot of opportunities to score, however, a lot of time left to go. ASU will take this back out to the neutral zone. And not a great pass. Here's a one-on-one opportunity. Backhanded shot over the top of Nate Glenn. And that was a huge opportunity there for number 13 for GCU.
He just blasted that one up. He got a little bit too underneath the puck, and it went flying.
Agreed. GCU still not being able to make the most out of their opportunities yet to this point. And it's been a tough one for the GCU offense that came out rolling. And since the first period of play, just hasn't really gotten going ever since. This will wrap around near side boards. Taking control of it now is ASU. Great interception. ASU moving it back out to the neutral zone. Trying to keep it going. This will go behind the goalkeeper on GCU's end. ASU still in the scrum. 5 people in it. GCU comes out on top. The Lopes moving forward with it now, handling its number 10, Benjamin Oakland. Oakland dishes it back out to the left side. Not able to get a shot off his number 21. That's Tommy Walkins. And ASU able to take back control. Handling it now is number 9. That's Jake King on the left side. King trying to wrap around. Does a good job of getting the arm out and gets tripped up. Refs won't call it. And Jake King now in control. That might be one of the first times tonight where we've seen a hooking call not get called. And not only are we watching intensely, but so is Waldo.
So, been over.
So ASU now. Here's Marchner out to the right side. Trying to get it is King. King can't handle it, but now back out to Squire. Squire in control. dishes it back out to the near end boards. 9 minutes left to go here in this third period of play. Marchant sitting back, trying to wait for the puck at the neutral zone. Moves forward now, a lot of deflection going on. Handling it is number 17, that's Daniel Swalski, who's got it. Marshner now back out to the outside. Here's a shot almost across the front part of the crease. Great deflection, however, by Jaden King. Moving it now is Marshner. Marshner handling it. And now one-on-one opportunity right now for GCU. If GCU can deke inside, can't get it to go. Nate Glenn able to get a leg out. And still fighting for it in front of the crease. Nobody can get it. ASU trying to move it forward. GCU gets it right back and handles it. Deflection outside, but barely. And here's this puck now at the neutral zone. ASU opportunity, deflecting it away, however. So 8 minutes left to go. GCU in desperate need of at least 2 goals to send this to OT, and at least in need of 3 for the win. And here's a far shot opportunity, and an icing will get called, so that'll move the puck back down to GCU's side. And you can tell that some ASU players on the bench aren't too happy about that one, as they said GCU was able to get back to the neutral zone in time, but they'll say he was not.
So 8:06 left in the third, and ASU just playing well. And for GCU, when they had an opportunity down there on ASU's side of the rink, that was a scoring opportunity that needed to be made. And the one thing that confuses me a little bit is GCU was scoring, and they still had a chance, and it was like a 1-on-3. The rest of the team has got to be down there and helping out, especially when it gets caught up around the net. You're down by 2. You guys should be go, go, go. You shouldn't be playing back as much.
Agreed. GCU has not done a great job with their line changes up to this point. This puck will get deflected out, but you're right. This is a team that hasn't really been able to get back to ASU's offensive zone that often. This is a squad, too, that's been known for their offense all year round, and it's just looked like ASU's defense since the first half, or really since the second period, has just been shut down, and that's exactly what ASU loves to see. And GCU, they're in desperate need to get something going. Here's a lot of motion at the front of the crease. Someone goes down, and ASU will take it right back out to the neutral zone.
Well, that was another chance. There was pandemonium. The puck was flying. Take advantage of the moment. Score. Take advantage of the moment. Score. Take advantage of the moment when nobody's quite sure 100% what's going on.
Agreed. That's also the best opportunity to catch Nate Glenn off guard. Yes, he's super sharp, but when you got 4 players down in front of the crease, that's a great opportunity to take a shot. Speaking of a shot, here's a chance right here. And trying to sneak it through the 5-hole, Nate Glenn able to throw it down once again. And, you know, we mentioned that earlier. Nate Glenn, he's done such a great job at holding GCU because he's been covering the 5-hole so much.
Yeah, he's been able to get low and just really take away anything from that angle or anything that even comes from those outside shots. Doesn't matter how close or how far away that they're letting it fly. He's always there. He's been phenomenal tonight.
Agreed. Speaking of someone who's always there, so is Waldo.
Where are they?
I believe right behind us. to the right of us.
Nobody knows.
I know. I believe this is north, so I'm pretty sure to my northwest is the more specific region. If I had one of the old Where's Waldo books, I'd open it up and show you. But ASU doing a great job here in the third period to go. Nate Glenn, too, pulling up with another great stop. So face-off opportunity that gets won by ASU, who's been unstoppable at the face-off zone all night. ASU a little miscommunication, but they're able to clear this one out of their own end. Back to the neutral zone in hot pursuit now is number 9, Jack Thomas. I'll say that's an icing, so this will go back now to the ASU side. So 7 minutes to go, almost exactly 7 minutes to go. 3-1, ASU. What do you think needs to change in order for GCU to step up in this spot?
He's got to finish the job. And look, if they're taking away those corner angles of the net, then you got to be able to try and take a shot on a different part. But they keep trying the same process, and they're going to keep getting the same result. They've got to mix something up.
Agreed. Here's an opportunity for GCU to take it in ASU's own end. However, ASU just doing a great job being able to get out of those scrums. Here's a 3-on-2 opportunity here for the Sun Devils. Trying to take it away here is Squire. Squire can't do much with it. He'll dish it right back out. Thomas being able to grab it away. Sun Devils trying to keep possession, and they do. Handling it now, trying to take a shot wide left. Sun Devils now trying to add to the scoring now, moving the offense forward. Quick deflection off of Thomas. Sun Devils trying to keep it in GCU's own end. Handling it is number 27 for the Sun Devils. That's Keaton Tohonis, which is good to see him back out there, especially after the injury he took just a little bit ago in this period. Tohonis now one-on-one with Trilchin. Trilchin dishing it back out to Hendrickson. Hendrickson can't get it. Trilchin back out. Sun Devils doing a great job deflecting it and taking it away. Here's Chadwick and Henwick now, both at left side. Trying to get a good thing. Centering ice shot, just missed it. Tried to go to the far right side of the leg pad, but a great extension there from GCU's goalkeeper, Jacob de Morinville. And now that'll bring up 5 minutes and 52 seconds to go.
At ASU, they're not going to be trying to push the offense a lot, but if they can get more time over in the offensive zone, that's certainly not going to hurt. If they can just keep up that zone time, GCU won't even have somewhat of a chance.
Completely agreed. Sun Devils now trying to keep it in GCU's own end. And it's been a cold one here. I feel like for both of us, we're not really used to the cold down here.
Okay, I got to tell you a story. All right, we're living here. I live at the downtown campus, and you know, I was calling hockey. All right, I'm going to go grab a sweatshirt. I didn't bring one. I'm like, wow, I didn't even think about that. So, you know what, you live and you learn. But, yeah, certainly dealing with the cold, which is a stark contrast to, like, the high of 89 today.
Definitely, as someone that's from Hawaii, it's definitely a change from that and the, I would say, beautiful tropical weather. So it's definitely been a little different in terms of this one.
Yeah, you could say that.
So the cold, I feel like, has been affecting us as very warm living people. So it definitely has been getting to us here a little bit. I mean, I'm in a polo. I'm just thankful that it's not too bad up here, but it is still cold. Sun Devils trying to take a shot here out to the right side, a little wide. Another deflection opportunity, but missed. 5 minutes to go left on the clock. The Sun Devils, oh, and a huge hit there. That was number 28 for GCU. I believe that was Ricky Nelson who got his payback.
And he was taking down number 28 for ASU, Kelton Chadwick.
Yeah, and Ricky Nelson really just pulled up there and was really trying to get his payback from earlier where Squire laid down that huge hit. But yes, this cold has been very, very deathly, I feel like, for most of us. I do wish I was like Waldo with my warm sleeves and my beanie on, though. That's for sure.
And don't forget the glasses.
And the glasses. Funny story, you're forgetting your sweater. I am forgetting my glasses as of right now. So it's okay. We're in it together. The Sun Devils take back control at the neutral zone, trying to move back forward with it. GCU is able to poke the puck away in ASU's own zone. And a huge check there on the end. And that was another huge hit from GCU's number 16, Jack Dolan, who was able to poke the stick free away of Henwick. Trying to move it back out to the center, not able to get it to go. ASU just trying to deflect this one away. Oh! And another huge hit there from Dolan. Oh my goodness. And I am pretty sure that there is a player knocked out on the ice. I can't see who that is.
That is number 4. That's Cade Olson, and he is down and he's not moving. The second he hit, he fell, and there was no movement.
Yeah, and that'll be a blatant penalty right there. And that was a huge hit, and hopefully everything is okay for Cade Olson. He's one of the main starters on this team, and we'll take a quick break as the trainers take a look because this is a very brutal injury, and we'll be back shortly. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Blaze Radio Online. We had a very scary injury involved with defensive man Cade Olson, the starter for this D1 squad for ASU. And Cade went down pretty hard into the side of the boards, but on other news, it sounds like we have some good news, which is that Cade was able to get back up. I believe at first it did look like he was knocked out for a little bit, but it does look like things have cleared up. We want to make sure we're providing a safe outlet for everybody watching. And we also want to make sure we're being transparent. We still do not know exactly what is going on with Cade, but up to this point he is skating off the ice and looks healthy up to this point.
And so that will also result in a major penalty. Number 19, Caden Hendrickson, will enter the penalty box for GCU. The board shows number 16 here in the arena, but we see Caden enter the box. So we're going to go with that, and that'll be a 5-minute major penalty for that lope.
Agreed. So really, really big blow to this ASU squad. However, we got 5 minutes left of game to play. On an unrelated note and on a higher note, we get back to more hockey here at Mullet Arena.
Let's go.
And let's get back into it. The Sun Devils back behind the goal line now, getting ready to move the puck forward. Sun Devils trying to keep things at bay. 5-4 opportunity. Shot blocked. ASU now still trying to keep in control. Goes it past the goal line, tripped up. Sun Devils handle it now. This will go back into the neutral zone. And while that did look like a miscue of a pass, you got to wonder if that was a strategic pass in order to keep ASU out there and prevent any late-minute scoring. And you got to wonder, too, if the Lopes will pull the goalie from the net to have the 5-5, because with that major, for the rest of this period, ASU will be playing on a power play. So if you pull the goalie from net, you make it a 5-5 scenario. So the Sun Devils trying to keep the puck in their own end, play a little bit of defense, and maybe play a little bit of offense and get one back for their beloved defensive man, Cade Olson. So the Sun Devils move forward with it here on the left side. Jack King trying to keep it on the near end. This one get this back over behind the back of the crease, try to go back out to center ice with it, and wasn't able to get anything from that. Sun Devils will flick this around to the left side, try to play triangle passing behind the back of the net. Here's a pass now out to the faceoff zone. Rister not able to go. And this will go into the box over on the left side. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Still ASU with the power play opportunity, as once again that major will make this a 5-4, or 5v4, sorry, for the rest of this game.
And you bring up the fact that GCU is leaving in the goalie. It almost makes you wonder if they're just kind of accepting it a little bit. They're going to hold off on the offensive overkill here and see if they can get back in it, obviously, but they're not willing to go to the farthest extremes to do so.
Agreed. The Sun Devils still have control of the puck in GCU's own end. Trying to take back control of it. So 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. ASU has the puck in their own zone. Trying to move forward with it here, and they do just so. Here's Newick now, trying to get back up to center ice. Some good deke moves. Squire handling it now, and that could have been a huge opportunity for the Sun Devils.
Squire was just out of position, misses the pass, but he easily could have taken that and gotten a very great shot on goal.
Agreed. Sun Devils trying to move it back forward. Here's the pass back out to Newick. Newick will dish it all the way around the back of the net. So a minute 30 remaining. And this one will get cleared as the Sun Devils once again will keep this one in their own zone. And still, GCU has not pulled their goalkeeper, and very curious as to why up to right now, as you got to think with 2 minutes remaining, you got to try to get that fifth man out there and give you a chance. However, ASU playing defensive hockey. Still handling it in their own zone, waiting for someone to press. And it looks like Nick Glenn tried tripping a man, not able to get that going. So ASU will get this moving forward. So a minute left to go, and ASU maybe in hopes of another goal to add to this goal differential. Moving forward with it now on the far end. GCU to get it going. ASU, again, still playing with the power play. 2-on-2 opportunity upcoming here at the center ice. Here's the flick, not able to get it. So 35 seconds remaining. And this looks like it'll do it as the Sun Devils will get ready. Here's another quick wrister, not able to get it to go as it hits off the heel. And the Sun Devils, 20 seconds remaining, might try to make a last shot, valiant effort. And a deflection, try to get it going, not able. Sun Devils still in control at GCU's own zone. Wrap this one around. Quick deflection. They'll clear this one away as GCU just wants to make sure they don't let up another goal on this one. So say it with me, 3, 2, 1. This game is over. The Arizona State Sun Devils come out of the battle in the desert with a win at Mullet Arena on the biggest stage of all. It is 3-1. The Sun Devils take it away from the Antelopes.
It was a great game for the Sun Devils. You know, it didn't start off the best. They were very limited on their time in the offensive zone. I mean, GCU was all in their face and trying to put together scores. GCU gets the first off of a power play. But after that, it was all ASU. I mean, they just could not be stopped, and they played great. We saw amazing goalie work from Nate Glenn, and then the forwards put in the effort on offense, and they were just able to keep the puck on GCU's side. And, you know, I think it stopped less. It happened less in the second and third period. But for really the first period and probably the first half of the second, the faceoffs, ASU was winning so much, and that, you know, just shows how dominant the team really was. They were winning with all the small details today.
Agreed. The Arizona State Sun Devils were able to take one away from the Antelopes in a great game, and a very unfamiliar tradition here at center ice.
And they're all going to go.
As every player takes a knee from GCU and ASU side, as it looks like this is a quick memorial and more or less a quick appreciation to show for Kate Olsen, the player who got originally skated off the field. So it looks like this is a show of respect for Kate Olsen, for his family, and hopefully a speedy recovery.
It was just a few minutes ago that Kate Olsen was able to skate off the rink, and that was a great sign. And so wishes for him is we hope that he is okay and can make a speedy recovery, get back out on the rink, because this ASU team, man, they're looking pretty good.
Agreed, and that will conclude this beautiful Sun Devil Classic. Thank you for listening to Blaze Radio Online.